What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in today. We are going to talk a little bit about the suspension, a little bit about the ride, and a lot about the tires. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so if you're brand new to the channel, this is your first video, whatever. We are in my creation, the Platinum Pro, which is a 2017 Toyota Tundra Platinum with TRD Pro skid plate and suspension, dual exhaust. I've also put on BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s, and we have from the brand Ultra Wheels the Phantom wheel. So basically we took a Platinum and we made it a Pro, so I call it the Platinum Pro. And today we're talking a little bit about the ride. A lot of people ask me how the suspension feels, how the wheels and tires are, all that stuff. So let's get started with talking about the suspension, all right? If you haven't driven in a TRD Pro suspension, the ride is obviously a little rougher because you're in such, you know, a robust, we'll call it, off-road suspension. The front end lifts up 1.5 to 2 inches to level out the truck. But if you're used to an off-road suspension, it's no big deal. It's a little bumpy, it's a little rough, but for what it gives you, it's worth it. If you like a nice, smooth ride, get yourself the Platinum, but don't chase the suspension and the 20-inch wheels and tires. The tires are very roadworthy. So I don't have any problem. I'm used to the TRD Pro suspension. Feels fine. One thing that this truck is missing that we'll have very, very soon is the sway bar, which in yesterday's video I asked, what do you guys want first as a mod on this truck, and you mostly said sway bar or grill. So it'll probably be the sway bar because it just makes the truck feel completely different. It kills away all the body roll. It feels good cornering, so it'll probably be the sway bar sooner than later. Moving down to the wheels and tires, the wheels for me, it's pretty funny because my wife Michelle actually picked the wheels, and everybody loves these wheels, so she made a great choice. I absolutely love these wheels. Great looking wheel, very aggressive, but it didn't break the bank. The TRD Pro wheel, I think they were like $450 to $500 a wheel, and that's just insane. I think these are actually better looking than the TRD Pro wheel, so I feel great about it. The BFG, the reason I selected the BFG tire, the all-terrain KO2, is pretty much because it is the most popular all-terrain tire you can get. And when I asked you guys what tires you wanted me to get, obviously a good amount of you said KO2. Go with the most popular tire, so when I review it, it can reach a lot more people. Now, one thing I'm absolutely shocked about is how aggressive the KO2 tires feel and how they look. Everything about them, to me, is a mud tire. You're getting the best bang for your buck with these things. I wouldn't trade them for the world. As far as the ride goes, for anybody who's ever driven in a truck that has a lifted suspension with pretty aggressive tires, you definitely can feel the tires. There's a little road noise, a little hum, nothing crazy. You can definitely feel it in the truck that you are in something with bigger tires. The truck feels, I'll put it to you this way, when you're on as far as TRD Pro goes at least, when you're in the TRD Pro and you have the Michelin LTX A2s, the tires that it comes with, you can't really tell that you're in an off-road truck. When you put these tires on, the truck feels a little heavier when it comes to acceleration because of the wheels and tires, because of the tires. Because the tires have a lot of tread on them. The sidewalls on these things are insane. So I'm very impressed with that. So overall, the ride feels like an off-road truck, but you still get all your power. You're not missing out on anything. It's not as smooth as some people would like, but it's an off-road truck, so I'm not really, I don't really care about a smooth ride at all. I just want it to be capable. So when the zombie apocalypse comes, I'm out of here. Gonzo. And these tires are going to take me to wherever I got to go. These tires should be offered on the TRD Pro right out of the factory. That would be a complete package. So Toyota, if you're listening, for future TRD Pros, let's get some BFGs on there automatically. So, like I said, I love the way this thing feels. It feels like an off-road truck. I'm very happy with the purchase. I'm very happy with everything. If you don't mind a little bit of a bumpy ride, this setup is the way to go. It's nothing crazy, don't get me wrong. I'm talking to you right now as I drive at 50 miles an hour, and you don't hear my voice chattering or anything, so it's not like that. I've just been driving off-road suspension so long, when I get into a car that doesn't have an off-road suspension, it feels like I'm riding on a cloud. So definitely check out this setup. All it needs for me right now is a sway bar, and we're pretty much done with suspension. So let me know what you think. Is this a setup you would go with? Would you go with something a little cheaper, a little different? Whatever, just let me know. Comment below the video. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Tundra 234. You guys have a good day.